welcome to my channel. I am Maricita Colors in English. We are in live. Here on my channel you can find patterns, knitted patterns and crocheted patterns too. Today I will show you how I made the cast on in my slouchy or beanie with cable stitch. Cable stitch, trenzas en español. Beanie or slouchy, gorro en español. I have this pattern here on my channel. It's ready here. And I will let you this pattern on the comments and on the description box when we finish this live. Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Maricita Colors in English. Here on my channel you can find patterns from all, a little from all, beanies, sweaters, vest. I have a course too, or lessons of crochet and lessons of knitting. And this is one of my last patterns that I have here on my channel. I will let you this pattern on the comments and on the description box. This beanie I made with the rib stitch, punto elástico en español, one knit and one purl stitch, and we repeat. I use the needles number 4 millimeters, and this is merino yarn. To make, let me a little, I will change here. Hello, welcome to my channel. This pattern or this live will stay here on my channel. I make more light. Thank you to be here. Cable stitch in Spanish, trenza. Purl stitch, punto revés. Knit stitch, punto derecho. Here I have 120 stitches. You must use multiple of the number 12. Every cable stitch has 8 knit stitches, and between every cable stitch we have 4 purl stitches. I made one long, and at the end I began with decreases. You can watch all on my pattern that I will let you on the comments and on the description box. Thank you for your like. I will show you the cast on for all the persons that want to learn the cast on. This beanie is for teenagers and for us, the adults. Approximately, this is 48 centimeters of white. And from long, we will see, let me see, I have all in centimeters, almost 27 centimeters of long. This is very stretch. Here I have approximately 22 centimeters to times 44 centimeters, but for us, the adults, is between 48 centimeters until 52. But remember, it's very stretch. I use the knit and purl stitches, and now I will show you the cast on. Thank you to be here and give one like to my video. We are in one live. I will use the same needles, the number 4 millimeters, and this is another yarn. This is acrylic yarn. We will see where is the beginning, is here. This is merino. To make beanie hats, my recommendation is use merino yarn. To me, it's very bequem, we say in German. Apropiado is, I love the merino yarn. So my recommendation to make beanie hats or slouches, you can use merino yarns. Here I use approximately 80 grams. So almost 2 balls of 50 grams of merino yarn. Here I have 120 stitches. You must calculate with your yarn and your needles. So I will make the cast on, and I will show you how calculate the yarn too. Before, I didn't know how I made to the calculation. A lot of people always make a lot of yarn, but I watched a pattern, I think was here on YouTube a long time ago, and lady show us how calculate, and I find wonderful this. Thank you to be here and give one like to my video. I am Maricita Colors. Remember that I will let you this pattern free on the comments and on the description box. By example, you must use multiple of number 12. Here I have 120 stitches, and it's a beanie for teenagers and for us, the adults. By example, I will make the little pattern with 24 stitches. To calculate the yarn for 24 stitches, I will make good the light. I will make the yarn 24 times over the needle, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24 times the yarn over the needle. If you want 120 stitches, you must make 120 times, okay? Now that we calculate for 24 stitches, I will let some centimeters and I will let free this yarn. And here we have the calculated yarn. Okay, this is my technique to make the stitches. I watch a lot of patterns, but I learned this technique when I was 7 years old in my land or country. I come from Peru. So this is my technique. Look, we catch the yarns with our fingers. We open here like a big loop. We help us with these fingers and we open here. With the needle, we insert into the center, look, and from here, we bring the yarn with the needle. From the left, we make a big loop. And inside of this loop, we bring the yarn of the right finger. And we pull here. Now I have 2 stitches, 2 puntos en español. Again, now it's more easy. You can repeat and practice. The practice is important, chicas. We bring the needle to the front, and from the left, we make a big loop. Inside of this big loop, we bring the another yarn. And we pull. Not so tight, not so loose. Okay? Thank you for your like. Again, the yarn or the needle to the front, and we have here this yarn. So we open with the needle and we bring the yarn from the right inside of this big loop. And we pull. Now I have 4 loops. I will make 24. Thank you for your like. And remember, subscribe you here on my channel to receive the post when I have a new pattern here on my channel. We are in one live. Now is 12 in the morning here in Germany. Okay, we open, we cut with these two fingers the needle to the front, and from the left we open this big loop and we bring the yarn of the right inside. You must practice and you will see that little to little you will make. Needle in the front, yarn, we make a big loop, and inside of this big loop we bring the another yarn. 2, 4, 6, 6 stitches. I will make a little quickly. When you practice, you will see that you will do it quickly like me. Thank you for your likes. Muchas gracias, chicas. I am Maricita Colors in English. Here on my channel you can find patterns free from Beanies in crochet and knitting, like this Beanie hat or slouchy. How you call to this Beanie? Slouchy, Beanie? You can write me too. Okay, we open. Left, we make a big loop, and inside of this big loop we bring the another yarn. Left, right to the needle. Left, right to the needle. Left, right to the needle. En español, izquierda, derecha a la aguja. Needle, aguja en español. Yarn, hilo en español. To find my patterns free here on my channel, you only must write Slouchy Maricita here on YouTube, crocheted Beanies Maricita, best Maricita, and so on. I have almost 300 patterns here on my channel. Okay, we can count. Contamos en español 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. 24 stitches. I have ready the 24 stitches. My Beanie has 120 stitches. I made like a rectangle, and at the end I sew the Beanie hat. Look here, you don't notice where is the sew. On my pattern you will learn all. Here is the line, and here look in this cable stitch you don't notice the sew. It's fantastic. Fantastisch, wie sagen die Germans. Okay, now that we have the 24 stitches, you can make this little pattern too for calculate how many stitches needs your yarn and needles to make the size of your Beanie hat. So I will show you the rib stitch. The rib stitch is el punto elástico en español. The rib stitch, we must make one knit, one purl stitch, and repeat. Okay, so this is the first stitch. We insert the needle, the yarn that goes to the ball. This is the knit stitch. We bring the yarn to these two needles. We back the needle and we catch this new yarn. This is the first knit stitch. Yarn to the front, and we will make the purl stitch. Punto revés en español. From the right to the left, the needle is over this left needle. We pull a little, not so tight, not so loose, please. Now the yarn involves the needle and again is to the front. We back the needle and we must go out of the same stitch. We go out and we catch the new yarn. And this goes out. This is the purl stitch. Yarn to the back, for that we make the knit stitch. Punto derecho en español. Hola, my dear. Thank you to be here. Thank you for your like too. Muchas gracias. We will make the knit stitch with the yarn into the back. From the left to the right, the needle is down the left needle. We are inside of the stitch, look. Yarn to the front, between the two needles, and is inside. This yarn is the new stitch. We back the needle and we go out from the same stitch and we catch the new yarn. Thank you for your like, my dear friends. Happy New Year's, Happy New Year 2026. Thank you to all my people here on my channel. Muchas gracias. Now we go out already. This is the knit stitch. Again, you can repeat this pattern always. Yarn to the front and the needle goes from the right to the left. We have the needle over this left needle. We involve, we bring the yarn. I always try to involve my finger for that the yarn is a little tight, not so tight, please. We back the needle and we must go out from the stitch and we catch the new yarn. This is the purl stitch. Yarn to the back and from the left to the right, yarn into the center of the two needles, we pull here, and this yarn is the new stitch. So back the needle and we catch the new stitch, and this goes out. This is the knit stitch. Yarn to the front, we make the purl stitch. The purl stitch is like a knotting. From the right to the left, we involve the needle, we back, and we have the new stitch, and this goes out. Again, yarn to the back, we insert in the stitch. This is the knit stitch, and the yarn between the two needles we pull and ready is inside, and now the needle catch this new yarn. This is the new stitch, and this goes out. Yarn to the front, we make one purl stitch. Yarn to the back, we make one knit. Yarn to the front, purl stitches, and yarn to the back, we make the knit stitches. Yarn to the front, purl stitch, yarn to the back, the knit stitch. Yarn to the front, purl stitch, and yarn to the back, the knit stitch, yarn to the front, 1 purl, and yarn to the back, 1 knit. Knit, punto derecho, purl, punto revés. Here you can see a little. The purl stitch are like canoten, and the knit is plano. This is the knit. So when the yarn I made now the knit, so yarn to the front, we make the purl. We alternate 1 knit, 1 purl, un punto derecho, un punto revés. Revés, purl stitch. Knit, punto derecho. Stitch, punto. Okay. Here I make the knit stitch. Thank you for your like. And always when we have even number, 24 is even number or odd number. En español es punto par, números pares. 24, 28, 32, 80, this is punto par, números pares. When we have números pares, we have always at the end the purl stitch, okay? Yarn to the front and we make the last purl stitch. The needle over the needle from the right over the needle of the left. We involve, we help us with our fingers to make a little tight the yarn. Look how I make the yarn. And we back and we go out from the same stitch and we have the new yarn. Here always I pull for that my border is uniform and ready. We finish the first row, primera hilera en español. Thank you for your like. Muchas gracias. I will let you this pattern on the comments and on the description box. Look, we make now this rib stitch. Punto derecho, knit stitch, and punto revés, purl stitch. When we make this combination, the stitch is stretched. Now I will make the second row, la segunda hilera. When we make 1 knit stitch, in the opposite is 1 purl. And when we finish with 1 purl, always so we will learn, the first stitch of the another row will be 1 knit stitch. We finish with 1 purl and we begin with 1 knit stitches. Look, this is the knit and the purl is easy to recognize, is like a canot, un nudo, we say in Spanish. Okay, we must repeat the knit stitch, the first, the yarn to the front and on the center of the 2 needles. The needle back and catch the new stitch and this go out. Yarn to the front, from the right to the left, the needle is over this left needle. We involve the needle back and goes out from the same stitch. And we have now the purl stitch. Yarn to the back and we make the knit. Yarn to the front, we make the purl. When you make more rows, our rib stitch, it will be more stretch. If you make not so, how you say in English, not so many, not so much rows. When you make more rows, the stitch, this rib stitch is more stretch. This is important. Okay, This is the purl stitch, so from the right to the left, the yarn is in the front, and we make the purl stitch. Yarn to the back, we make the knit. Yarn to the front, we make the purl. Yarn to the back, knit stitches. Yarn to the front, purl stitches. I have the camera here in front of my hands. So for this is I can't not catch good the needles. But I will try. I try to make for that you can learn. Purl stitch from the right to the left, we involve. Yarn to the back, we make one knit. For me, or to me, the easy stitch is the knit stitch. It's easier. The purl stitch is not difficult. It's a little more work only. Thank you to be here, and thank you for your like. Okay, to make the last purl stitch, the yarn must be in the front and from the right to the left. We involve the yarn again to the front here, and we back the needle and we go out from the stitch. When we go out from the stitch, we have the new yarn. We pull and we turn. One tip, chicas, one tip. When the yarn of the beginning is in the right side, to me, this is the front of the work. Look, here in the front, you can see like canoten, nudos. And into the reverse, look, are like lines. Sure, you can use the side that you like that you prefer. This is optional, okay? For me, it's always that when I have the needle in the right is the front, and I always make, by example, the cable stitch. When I make the cable stitch, I make the cross of the cable stitch with the for the front of the work. This you will see, you will watch on my pattern. The pattern I will let you when I finish this live. I will let you on the comments and on the description box. Or you can looking for like knitted slouchy Maricita. This is my name. My name is Maria del Carmen, but in little is Maricita. In the screen, I see that I must change my paper. Look, this is a classic Beanie hat that all of us, we must have at home. You can make for you can make to give a present, and you can make to sale. I will show you again, okay? Always we will begin the row with the knit stitch con el punto derecho. Look, with the needle inside of the stitch, the yarn in the center of the two stitches, and the needle goes back and catch the new yarn. And this goes out. This is the old stitch. So we replace the old stitches for the new stitches. The purl stitch from the right to the left, we involve on the needle, goes out from the stitch and catch the new stitch, and this goes out. Yarn to the back, one knit. Yarn to the front, one purl. Yarn to the back, one knit. Yarn to the front, one purl. Yarn to the front, one purl. To the back, one knit. So we repeat only all these stitches. Remember, this Beanie hat you must make with multiples of number 12. This Beanie has 120 stitches. One purl and one knit stitch. Here I can make a little more quickly, más rápido, we say en español. Rapidito. Here the yarn is a little with canoten. Thank you for your like. Remember, subscribe you and activate the bell to receive the post when I have a new video, a new pattern, or one live. I will try to make live every one time on the week. At the week, on the week. Una vez a la semana, we say in español. Thank you. You can find me too on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok like Maricita Colors. Okay, now look, knit stitch, one knit, and into the front we make the pull stitch. And for that our border is uniform, I always pull here. Look, we turn. Thank you for your like. Muchas gracias. Always we will begin the row with one knit stitch. One knit, one pull. One knit, one pull. One knit, one pull. One knit, one pull. En español, in Spanish, rib stitch is punto elástico. Elastic stitch. Because it's very stretch, this stitch. We use this rib stitch to make the waistbands for the sleeves, for the pullovers, for the necks. We use this nice stitch. Okay, thank you for your like. The knit stitch you can recognize so forth, automatic, quickly, the yarn to the front, and we back and we catch the new stitch. We go out from the stitch and ready. Yarn to the front, we make the purl. Yarn to the back, we make the knit. Yarn to the front, we make the purl stitch. And we pull. Remember, for that your border is uniform. And again, we are in the front of our work. Look. With this stitch, you can make one scarf. A classic scarf. A lot of people use this stitch to make pullovers. It's very nice. And ready, chicas. We made today the cast on and the rib stitch. What do you think about this nice stitch? I find it fantastic. I love this rib stitch. And I will let you this pattern of my slouchy Annabella. This is the name of this slouchy, Annabella. I made the cable stitch. This Beanie is the size for teenagers and for us the adults. It's a little slouchy. If you want a normal Beanie, only you don't must make so long. On my pattern here on YouTube, I made tables with size approximately. Every cable stitch has 8 knit stitches, and between every cable stitch we have 4 purl stitches. This is the union. At the end, when you make the loom, we must sew the lateral. And here I made two decreases. You can learn to make decreases, and I show you how you can close the Beanie hat. You can make this Beanie for babies, kids, and for us, the adults, teenagers, and for us, the adults. Okay, my dear friends, before I finish this pattern, I want to invite you to subscribe here on my channel, Maricita Colors in English. It's total free. Remember, activate the bell to receive the post when I have a new video here on my channel or a new live. I will make my next pattern will be of this fantasy stitch in knitting. Here in Germany, I saw that they made in circle, but I made like this too because we can use this fantasy stitch for all. We can make vests, pulleys, pullovers. It's very nice. Headbands, Beanie hats too. This will be one of my next patterns in knitting. So thank you very much to subscribe you, comment, share, and give one like to my video. And we see us in my next live or with my next pattern. Remember that this pattern is ready here on my channel, and I will let you on the comments and on the description box now. Thank you. We see us soon. Chao, chao. Muchas gracias. Hasta la próxima.